Hello and welcome to the second episode on this channel where I today will be showcasing the actual gameplay. Now the game is very far from finished, even though that it has been in production for a little bit more than a year now. Since I am the solo developer on this project, it takes a little bit longer for me than for the AAA studios. Now, with that being said, we are playing on the beta test build number 4, so a lot of the bugs have been fixed, but there are some bugs that are still in the game that I really haven't had the time to get to as of yet. And that is one, a scaling issue that happens to the player, which is probably going to be shown by the end of the video. And yeah, other than that, everything is still in a very early stage of the game. Now, without talking too much, since there is not that much that has happened in the main menu, other than the options menu being expanded and reworked a little bit, I'm not really going to go through that. We have all seen options menus and settings, graphic settings before. So without talking too much, I'll be silent during the cinematic and the 2 loading screens going on in the beginning of the game, and after that there should be no more loading screens at all. And yeah, after the cinematics I'll touch back in again, so let's get to this, should we?
You know the castle. It wasn't always so dark, so empty. Long ago, a light burned there, the holy flame. That flame, it kept the darkness at bay, gave us hope, gave us life. But that was before Zorath, before he stole the flame and left us to the shadows. Now these creatures, they roam the land, bringing ruin to everything they touch. They just won't stop, and they won't rest. Zorath took the flame, but he cannot destroy it. Only one with divine powers can do that. So now he waits. He waits for the day when a child of light will come for it. And when that day comes, Zorath will be ready. But for now, the flame is gone, and the darkness, it's everywhere.
Alright, so that concludes the intro cinematic. And I know it's a biased opinion, but I love this, because this just ties a lot to the whole thing and actually gives a good introduction to the story and the game itself. And yeah, it just brings a lot of depth as well. And here we are in the game, and everything has been loaded in. The shaders have been compiled. They have all been that during the loading screen. So here we are in Eldric's village, and the first quest that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna talk to Eldric, which is right up here. Now, there are some, not issues, but yeah, the dialogue audio is not really there. It's just there for this NPC, which is Eldric. Now, the rest of the dialogue audio sounds, they are all in place, but they are not within this build. So yeah, I'll be doing some talking instead of them. And just a fair warning, I am not the best narrator out there. So yeah, let's just get to it, shall we? And by the way, this is Azure. This is the main character of the game. So yeah, that's a quick introduction to him as well.
Morning, son. It's time for your daily training.
I feel like I have trained enough. I am ready to take on Zorath. I have been since the day you saved me in the woods.
Son, you still have a long way to go before you're ready, and if the prophecy is true, you have great powers within you that are yet to awaken. Therefore, it is important that we keep practicing. We don't want to lose our only hope of returning the holy.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get to it then, shall we? And as you guys noticed, there is no facial animation implemented as of yet. Those are also in place, but not included in this build, unfortunately. I'm still working on them. But yeah, as the in-game tip just showed us, we can press Q to draw our weapon, and the left mouse button is to attack. Unfortunately, there aren't enough in-game tips, I've noticed, so I've just put them down in the pause menu under controls, where you can view this if you're testing the game. But obviously later on everything will be implemented as gameplay tips, and maybe some videos as well, just showcasing what to do. And the same goes, since this quest is the only quest where we actually learn the combat moves, it's very poor when it comes to information, to be honest. So we have just been instructed to hit the dummy 4 times, and it doesn't really say anything else, which is not really how it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's for now. And the dummy also emits some blood when being hit, which is not really right, but it's not really a bug, it's just something that I have forgotten to remove from the dummy. Now, let's go back and talk to him, because the quest is succeeded. Let's see what he has in store for us now.
Nice work over there. You have been practicing your sword
I have
skills,
not, to be honest.
I think you should venture to Heimdahl and speak to village chief. I've heard that the creatures have made their way up towards the outskirts of the town. I bet that he can use an extra sword in his battle against them.
Finally, a real challenge. This will gain me strength, or the strength I will need in order to defeat Zorath.
That's right, my son. But be careful. The creatures are all around us at this point.
Right, so the in-game tip also showed us that we can access the quest journal, as I just showed you, which is basically this. So all the finished quests just comes in a line here, and you can scroll to see all of them. And the active quest is up here, which is now we have to go to Heimdahl and speak to Arik. Now, Arik is the village chief, and yeah, we'll just get there. I do want to say something, that there is horses in this game, as we can see over here. Unfortunately, we can't mount this one, and the one that we can mount is the horse of Azure, and it has been removed from this build as well, since that horse is buggy as it can be. So yeah, it's not really there as of now, but that's okay. I will most likely just cut through all of this running, since the world is an open world, so it's quite huge, and it's made for you to run around with a horse in it. And here we also have the fast travel points, the runestone. So the runestone serves as a fast travel point, so you can travel from one runestone to another, and you can also rest at them. And when you rest, you regain your health and your stamina, but the stamina function that depletes your stamina has been deactivated for this version as well, since there is no horse, and I don't want to punish the beta testers for running around and doing the only thing that they can do. So let's walk up to this stone and unlock this location. Alright, so it has been unlocked, and we can rest and we can fast travel. Now we can also save as well. And the only fast travel location we have is Eldrick Village. So yeah, we just end up at the same location. So let's head over to whatever is there at 558 meters away from us, which is Heimdahl. And I'm most likely gonna cut between all of this running, because it could be quite long. I know 500 meters is not that long in real life, but I haven't really figured out the proper measurements for that as of yet. So it says 500 meters and it counts down, so when we're close it says 0. So yeah, let's just get over there, and I will see you guys in Heimdahl. Yeah, I also want to mention that if you see any animals, they are kind of glitched out, and they just stand and look at the trees, or they stare into the abyss. That's not really the plan, but to be honest, I haven't really been putting too much work into the enemy AI. I mean the animal AI. As you can see up here, we have a wolf, a fox as well, which is actually moving, which is great to see. But yeah, other than that, you will find that there's basically just staring into the nothingness, and do weird runnings when you get close to them. So yeah, all of the work has been gone into the enemy AIs and the character and all the mechanics revolving them. And the animals, they will come later, but as of now they don't really serve any proper function or purpose to this game, other than just filling out the world, making it feel less empty, since designing an open world is a challenge itself, just to not make everything feel empty. And talking about the open world, I know I didn't mention this in the devlog episode regarding the I'll just take a shortcut here. Yeah, I didn't really mention it, but the world is handcrafted. Everything has been sculpted. I mean, every single mountain, everything except the trees has been placed in the world by me and is handcrafted. So yeah, it takes a lot of time. So no procedural generation except for the trees and the grass and so on. But yeah, designing an open world without procedural generation and only having it for the trees, it's a challenge, but it's something I actually wanted to do because I had this vision in my head of how I want Argora to feel and how I want the player to perceive the world. So yeah, it had to be done, so to say. Now you will notice some trees are actually floating above ground. None of these actually, but mostly the pine trees are floating a little bit above the ground. I haven't really gotten to fixing that as of yet, but yeah, as you can see here, this tree is floating a little bit. It's not really connected to the ground, but it's a beta test, so I can get away with that for now, I believe. So yeah, we are here at Arik and we're gonna speak to him. Let me just unlock this fast travel point real quick, and that has been unlocked. Now let's go and talk to Arik, shall we? Greetings, young warrior. Eldrick has sent word of your arrival. I hear you are eager to help defend our village. The creatures of Zorath have been growing bolder by the day. So let's ask him what we are up against. The creatures are unlike anything we have seen before, darkness giving form with a hunger for destruction. At first there were only a few of them, scattered around Argora, but their numbers are growing by each day. Knowledge is as vital as strength in this fight. Knowing their patterns may save your life. So yeah, we're ready, just tell us where to go. Good to see such resolve in one so young. You can find them all across Argora, but one has been seen lurking in the woods west of the town. I'll be on my way then. Be safe, young one. Don't you worry about me, Chief. This is what I'm meant to be doing. So yeah, I was meant to be here today playing Azure. Now, unfortunately, the world map has not been implemented as of yet, so that's why we're just following this location marker. I'm also thinking about, or actually I am working on it as we speak, or not really right now, I'm playing the game, but apart from this, I'm actually working on the location marker system, so I actually want it to be something as in Black Myth Wukong, where you have small particles spawning in the direction you're supposed to go towards. But that is quite easy to do in a game like that since it's just linear gameplay. But yeah, I want to combine a function like that with a open world map as well, so I'm working on that. So let's try to take out this shadow creature. Yeah, so other than the dodges, as you can see here, that are directional, we have a parry system as well, so there is no blocking. You can't really block the attacks, but what you can do is that you can land a parry attack, and if you land a parry, I can show you this, we can actually execute the enemy, and if I actually time the window, it just is rewarding. Here we go, and execute. Yeah, and then we gain a level. Since leveling up has been made very easy now during the beta test, because I want the beta testers to actually be able to try out the 5 abilities that I have added so far that are working. So we just gained 2 skill points. Unfortunately, I messed up a little bit when it comes to the level order required to unlock these skills. So for this one you need to be 5 and then 3. It doesn't really make sense if you ask me. So I'm gonna fix that as well. That's an easy fix. Just some numbers have to switch place. But yes, here we have the charge, and yeah, I haven't recorded the videos that are supposed to be shown here of the attacks, but basically it tells you as well that you can charge into your enemy from a distance. The price is 1 skill point, and we can unlock it, and then we can see how to actually use this attack. So if we press shift and hold the left mouse button, we can perform the charge attack, and the cooldown is 10 seconds. So I'll definitely remember to use that and showcase that later on as we fight more of these shadow creatures, and hopefully I can fight more so I can unlock all of the skills, or not all of the skills, there's just 5 of them for now, but yeah, I want to unlock them all so I can show you how they actually work and how they look. So let's go back and talk to Arik, and we can view the progress as well in the quest log. And yes, we're gonna go and tell Auric about our victory against the Shadow Knight. Speak to Auric. So let's go and do that. Have you already slain the Shadow Knight? Yes, we have. It was a tough battle. Good job, Azure. Thank you for your help. About that, they always seem to find their way back to Heimdahl. This is the 5th one this week alone. However, thanks to you, the villagers can sleep peacefully tonight, knowing nothing is going to harm them while they sleep. My absolute pleasure. Is there anything else that my sword can do for you? Glad that you asked. We have had some villagers disappearing from the village at night. I'm not sure if they have been taken or if they have been killed. I don't even know in what direction I should start to look. I think that you should ask around in the village to try and gather some information. So now we have started the new quest, which is called The Missing Villagers. And let's go and talk to the people and try to gather some information. And I'll just head over to the other side so I can also show you the other side of the town. It's a very small town, and the design of it, the layout is finished, but there's going to be more houses and more buildings and yeah, more monuments, so to say, to explore. So let's talk to this guy here. He says, hello, greetings, we're helping Chief Auric with investigating the matter of the missing villagers. Have you seen or heard anything? That's kind of you to help us. My youngest brother went missing a few weeks ago and mother has not been the same since. We told him to not go outside during nighttime, but you know how kids are, so ignorant and reckless. Sorry to hear that. What can we do? Kids will always be kids. Anyway, I suggest you speak to Torsten. He's the merchant in town. He told me some rumors, but I think it's best if you heard it directly from the source. So where can we find Torsten? On the other side of the river. Oh, so where we just came from. We probably saw him when we first arrived. His head is on fire. I mean, he's a redhead. Okay then. I know the chance is slim, but please help me find my youngest brother. I don't want to find him when I reach Valhalla. I won't make any promises, but I'll do my best. And now it tells us to open the skill tree. But yeah, I've already showcased that. So let's head back over here and speak to Torsten. So I'm basically gonna skip through this. He wants us to go and talk to the blacksmith. And he also gave us the directions, but we don't see a location marker because we can just go by the words he gave us. Now, if we don't understand his direction, we can always ask him again, and he will ask us if we found him. No, I couldn't find him. Do you mind giving me the directions again? Now, if we ask him again, he will actually give us the waypoint marker to the location, which is kind of nice to do, since most games won't do that, and they just expect you to actually follow along the story and read every single bit of the line. And here I have thought about that, and I know that some people are a little bit more impatient than the other one, so I also added that option. If you ask them again, then you can get a little waypoint marker to save you some time. Are you the blacksmith? That's right. What can I do for you, young man? I'm investigating the matter of the missing villagers. Do you have any information? That's great, finally someone that actually wants to do something about this mess instead of just talking about it. Unfortunately, I don't know more than the rest of us, but there was a man who came by from another village who was trying to find his missing niece. He had not found any clues, but he told me this tale that his mother told him when he was young. It went like this, and just a little warning, my narrative voice is not there, so yeah. When twilight falls and shadows creep, he prowls the hills where silence sleeps. With eyes that gleam and breath of rot, he snatches those the world forgot. The villagers lock doors at night and cling to hearths, away from fright. For those who wander past the veil are dragged to Skalmir's shadow jail. And we have that bird flying weirdly. No soul returns from Skalmir's maw, his hunger vast, his grip like claw. So heed the warning, young and old, stay safe indoors when night takes hold. Now I do have a very nice dialogue for that, and basically it will play, and if you don't skip through, it's going to take you to the actual cave where Skalmir is hiding. So now the blacksmith is gonna tell us to go and investigate the cave where the Skalmir is supposed to be located at. So On our way there, we're going to be fighting some shadow creatures just so we can gain some more levels, so we can actually gain all the skills that are available. So I will skip to where we actually run into some, and I'll see you over there. Alright, in the distance, right up there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a shadow creature. So let's prepare ourselves and let's go and take it out, shall we? And yes, I can also see that my health is a little bit low, so hopefully I don't die here and have to do this again. So let's see here. Ouch. Oh, I'm stuck there. Alright, come back, come back, come back. Ouch. Yeah, so there's also the VFX, it's not really been changed out. I had another idea for the enemies, so I was working on some human NPCs before. I actually got to the story part, and they are humanoids, so that's why the shadow creatures are emitting blood from them. And not sure why he's sliding around like that, but that is an easy fix as well. So let's just try to kill him real quick before I die. Luckily for me, they don't do a lot of damage in the beta test build, but yeah, taking this many direct hits from them will definitely kill you in the future. But for now, I've decided to spare. And there we go with the execution. Just completely ending up on the opposite side of us, which is due to his larger scale, but that is an easy fix as well. I will definitely fix that. So let's just go ahead and unlock this runestone and then rest and gain some more health and take out the next one here so we can get another skill. I mean another level, because we have the skill points but not the level for it. Matter of fact, if I actually run away a little bit, I can unlock Eric's Rage, and gain some more attack power, and that is another skill, or an ability, so to say. Made it quite easy. So we do need level 5 to get all of the skills. Let's try to parry his attack, shall we? And I also need to work on the attack animation for the larger ones, since he doesn't really hit you because he's larger than you. So I'm just gonna switch that out to something else, most definitely. There we go. He ended up on the right side this time. Alright, so we're level 5. Let's get straight to Scalber's Cave. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, as we are closing into the caves, let me unlock the rest of the skills. So we have a heavy attack where we quickly launch our sword into the enemy 3 times, and we can perform this attack by pressing Alt and holding the left mouse button. Now let's also get some more HP with this ability where we get 100 HP, and then also Leora's Grace, where we can actually pray to the gods to heal ourselves to full. So this is what the healing ability looks like. The VFX is a little bit too bright as now, but it works. That is what's important. You know, sometimes I actually distract myself with making something look perfect, and then I have to switch it out, or I end up just removing it completely. Because I mean, everything in the beta testing stage is just like, everything is still under development. But what I'm showing you here today is here to stay and only get improved. So let's take out this shadow creature, shall we? Let's summon Eric's Rage. And I do think that the camera zooms in a little bit when we do that. One thing that's a little bit messed up with the cave is that the camera collides with the cave, and it doesn't really move the camera up instead of just going straight into the player like this. which is an easy fix, so I'll definitely fix that. But yeah, I've showcased enough of the combat. I'm just basically gonna run down, and I'm gonna skip that one. This one I don't think I can skip. Oh, I couldn't skip that one either. You just chased me straight down. Ouch. Ouch. Double hit. Tag team by these two guys. Executed. Executed. Alright, got some executions coming out as well. Looking awesome. Now, they all work very good on the Shadow Knights, but once they are pretty much larger, then I need to disable them or add some other type of scaled up animations for them. So let's take out this one as well. Oh yeah, let me show you the charge as well. It's basically, ouch. Yeah, we just charge from a distance. Let me stay away from the walls. And let me do this one. That is that as well. And we literally just launch our sword. And I wanna take this one, this too. Ouch. Cancel both attacks. Ouch. Give me some more rage. Ouch. Yeah, so the cooldown of all the abilities are literally set to 0, I believe. And that is because I want them all to, beta testers to be able to actually test out everything without being bound by cooldown. So yeah, with the flaming sword, let's enter the boss dungeon. And the little collision box that we have to go through to trigger the boss's health bar to show, it's still visible here, as you can see. And it's not supposed to be that, but it's for now. And one other bug that is... Oh, here is Skalmer, by the way, and that is that once Skalmer is dead, the health bar will not disappear. Let's not get hit by Skalmer. Then take him out as take him out as quickly as possible with the help of 80's rage. It really helps out in a situation like this. That one. Okay. And he's dead. Alright. So the quest has now been succeeded. Let's return to Heimdahl and talk to Auric. And now we will experience the other bug that is there, which is kind of major. It's not really breaking the game, but it is not supposed to be there at all. And that is, once we've used fast travel, we will most likely scale up the character a little bit. I'll just avoid this for now. But yeah, we'll scale up the character, but it's alright since we're ending this video once we get back to Heimdahl. And let's showcase the fast travel system. And so here are the locations that we have unlocked. So we have Eldric's Village from the beginning. Heimdahl, which is basically where Auric is, and we unlocked that as well right before we spoke to him the first time. Moria's Pass is where we gain the extra levels for the skills right before we came here, and then we have Skalmer's Cave, which is the runestone that I'm at. So we want to go back to Heimdahl. let's do that. And yeah, now we have scaled up. As you can see, I am now some sort of a giant or just very tall, depending on how you see it. But yeah, we've scaled up pretty much. We can't even enter the door. And yeah, I actually wanted to show that you can go into all these buildings, like every single building will be enterable, and there will be side quests to pick up in some of the houses, and other surprises as well. So let's talk to Arik real quick and tell him what happened to the missing villagers. And the news are bad, and spit it out. So the villagers were taken by the troll named Skalmir. I managed to defeat the troll, and afterwards I noticed human remains scattered across his lair. Now, we didn't really see any human remains. The design of the interior inside the cave is not really... I haven't been doing anything other than actually laying out the cave and the rocks and all of that, forming the cave on the inside. So there will be human remains and other decals inside the cave. But yes, Arik now wants us to keep on going, and there is more to the main quest line than I'm showcasing today. But yeah, I am actually gonna call it right here, since I don't want to run around with a giant character. But yes, I truly hope that you guys enjoyed the gameplay footage that I just showcased today. And I do hope that you can show some understanding to the bugs that are that have been showing today, and rest assured that they will be fixed in no time. And I actually can't wait once again until I actually get to show you the full and final build of the game, which is quite a time away from now, but once we get to that day, it will be worth it. So until the next time, my fellow gamers, happy gaming.